on the Tuesday.
Alrighty then, hopefully that stream is working. Trying to get that whole thing figured out. I believe we are live. Looking around here, we are a few minutes till 2:30. Kind of some afternoon action. We've seen some morning action here, and we're gonna get some afternoon here. It's looking up at the highest time frames to start. We'll get right into it here this morning. Let me see if we can adjust some audio levels here. We are on a day 7, if I'm tracking our little competition correctly. Ross is, I think, saying it's like part 2, day 1, day 2, reset, double day. I'm not sure, but you know, if you guys are following along with the small account challenge here, we are trying to kind of show how you would approach the markets starting out with the small account. And yeah, so looking around here, I like how NQ is landing right inside this beautiful harmonic PRZ up here on the higher time frame. And yet NQ is not quite on the menu yet.
NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
We are still trading and starting out with a $2,500 account, allowing us to trade up to 5 contracts on the Eminis that are not $1,000 margin per contract. Again, we've talked about a lot of details. Go back and watch the very first video where we're talking about how we are starting this challenge and looking through markets, how we decide and all that. Hard thing, in fact, I find myself doing it even now because I'm on stream here. I'm pressured to kind of feel like I need to talk about all the stuff going on. And rather than kind of getting right into the trades, but you know, I'm trying to give myself a few minutes here to kind of do that. I want this. My main focus here on this, doing the small account challenge, is really about the education. So I do want to spend that time to do that. We haven't done too bad in the contest as it is. Ross, you know, is kind of kicking my tail. I don't know that I could ever trade inside of a bus or any one of my vehicles, so he's got me on that. And so again, we're really just kind of going, you know, if you want to trade like that, you can, but here is how we do it with ALGOBOX. So highest time frames, we're getting some, it's really interesting here. We've got this split. This is what I'm concentrating on here. NQ moving up, we've got RTY and YM kind of on this down move on the wave. Look at that. See, here's a wave going up. These two are both going down. So we'll see if these start to come towards each other here this afternoon. We are in earnings season, so first thing that I also want to do here on a day like today is let's see how many earnings reports are coming out in the evening. Let me get myself out of the way here, and let's come down here to our main chart area here. And then we will get right into some trading. I'll bring the Discord trade room over here in just a moment. And let's get into some trades, shall we? We shall. Roll it! Alrighty then, folks. Remember that trading is risky. And let's bring up our trade room. And let's take a peek. Alright, that means we got a double cross, double move. Where's that coming in at? It's on the ES. So I don't want to trade ES directly, as right now the market's a bit too slow to be trading that directly. But up here on top right on ES is putting in a double cross. Those are a little bit spaced out, but I do want to go ahead and measure that. And let's see. It looks like it's going to go to the top of that PRZ here. Again, very simple how we execute this strategy. For this one, because it's ES, I'm going to try to do it on the shortest. I'm putting to the cross 1 on this one. So target is going to be right up there. That gold line, that's our double cross, double move target on ES. We will be looking to trade the correlated markets on that. And NQ down here, oof, NQ, my baby is right there calling my name. He wants me to trade her. So we are right. We're going to get some good action here. This is probably perfect timing here in the afternoon. I wanted to see how many earnings were coming out here this afternoon. Again, when you're trading the afternoon, you definitely want to know what earnings are coming out. So if you want to do that, you'll want to, in our room, you'll just simply go and type exclamation mark earnings. Let's go over to screen 5 here. Hey, Central AM, how'd you do, my friend? 2,500 today. Awesome work. Profit factor 2.9, 75% profitable. Absolutely outstanding. Stunning work there, sir. Okay, let's come back to that here in a minute. Here's earnings. So I typed earnings here. So today, not too many.
Pattern.
Okay.
NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
Monday had the most so far. Okay, so not too many coming in here for today. Only 20 after hours. So that's not really going to be a big factor in what we need to look at here. So I'll go ahead and pass on that. We'll look at that again tomorrow. I think more companies, particularly next week, I think is the very, very big week. Oh, there's a beautiful double dot right there on RTY. MACV is red. All right, so I am settled in pretty much now, kind of ready to trade. We are coming in here. We are 1 minute past the half hour right here at 2:30 Eastern. Double king timings, and let's see what we can find on the menu here this afternoon. Oh, I left my drink over here. Hold on, let me grab my drink. Alrighty then, so we got this double dot line here with this area. Let's draw a couple things. I'm going to press F6 here, and we've got our
Fib dot NASDAQ on the 5
line there. I want to look at, we're at the low of day right now, and coming up on king timing. We'll see if we get any opportunities coming in on this one. Look up at YM. YM is green, so we're getting these mixes. So again, don't wanna rush anything. I'm just doing some quick analysis here around MACV. So MACV overall, I've got 3 E-minis green, 1 red. So I'm sitting here on the red guy right now, and again, I think that these two should come together. Again, this is not part of ALGOBOX. This is just me general analysis, and you don't have to be thinking about that. This is just where you start to maximize what you can do with ALGOBOX. ALGOBOX is going to give us the pinpoint entries for where we want to go with these, right? So let's look at what we're going to do here. So MACV is green across the boards except on RTY, and let's switch up here. I'm going to look at the YM. Let me switch you guys to that screen here. Let's look at YM, and she's green, and this is agreeing with the other E-minis on our process here. So we'll watch ES as it progresses through that double cross double move. Again, we expect ES to push up, which could potentially bring the rest of the correlated markets with it. We are definitely green on MACV there. Our wave is really the thing that's holding me off. I want to show this. We're right on king timing, so something is about to happen here. But this is also what's having me hesitate a little bit here. You see this? We got this king timing. It's going to be beautiful, but that could turn down. I want to wait until that bar is completed before I really kind of jump into this. We've got king timing here, so now I think YM is going to be the best play here. So I'm going to focus on YM. Hopefully you guys kind of gather how I made that decision on what I'm looking at mainly, right? So we're right here on king timing now on the lower time frames, right? We're on it on the higher time frames. Now I just want to time a good trade here. I see a PRZ target down there on this one. So if we get an entry here, this could be a quick one short. Again, it's not going to be something I'm going to hold for very long. Why? Because the MACV is against me, right? So I'm not going to be a superhero here. Let's go. This will be my first trade here. I'm going to take this green dot long right on the king timing here. We are going with the MACV, and let's see if we get a bump here. Got a little bit of delta, not a bunch. I'd like to see something more this size.
So
let's see if we can get something started here this morning. Little half position here.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the 2s.
Profit target 15. This is coming off the 2s, so I need to pull that in 5 ticks. If I had something on the higher time frames, you know, we go for bigger. You guys all understand that? See if it gets there. Got my finger over the close in case we turn. Put one out here to this PRZ. Wait for it.
Target filled.
Okay. See if we get up there to that PRZ.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the 2s.
Get there. Get there. Come on. And yeah, I'm recognizing speed is bad here, right? Like this is not my favorite speed. All right, I'm gonna close it right there. Okay, so we're gonna count that as trade 1, a small trade here. Get these stacked in the right spot here. So trade 1.
Harmonic pattern, NASDAQ on the 2s.
Yeah, we started trading 12 minutes ago. So we need an hour. We'll do 48. Alexa, set a timer for 48 minutes.
48 minutes.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the 2s.
Okay, RTY is putting in a double dot. Grabbing this quickly. Double dot with a power dot down below. Taking this one here on RTY. Oh, I got you guys on the wrong screen, so bring it down to here. Okay.
Delta buy building.
So what do we got here? We've got, do I have anything on the higher time frames? Oof. Okay, still gonna do just half position. I'd like to add to this, but can't. So we wanna put some of these on that PRZ target. And this is still coming off the lower time frame, so I do have to respect target 1. And then I've got that white line up there. And we'll see if we can make something out of that. King timing here. Okay, I'm gonna add to position right there. And again, break that double dot. Okay, then I was wrong.
Harmonic pattern, NASDAQ.
We'll give it a shot here.
Exit.
Oh, okay. And that was a no. She's pushing back up.
Delta
Fib dot, NASDAQ
Ooh, red
on the
dot.
2s.
Okay, MACV is red. All right, trade 2 is a loser.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the 2.
Okay, I might give this one more shot here. We're getting another green dot. Now, when they're coming into triples like this, look, you know something is about to go. I've got a big delta. It looks like a little double delta here. So again, really gives me a spot here. But we could be doing a little accumulation zone here. So I'm not going to try to get greedy here with it. But let's see if we get this here for trade 3. Just again, power dot here, headshot. And we dump down. We get another green spot of some correlation. We got the moon over here. We are going against MACV. So hyper aware of that
NASDAQ
at the moment. The speed is a bit torturous at the moment. Just focus on playing the video game.
Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ on the 5s.
Oh, NASDAQ is dumping. Yikes, that could impact us. I got my finger over the close. And I hear sellers. Alright, no, I'm going to close this out. So I'm going to count that as a scratch trade. I'm not going to count that one as trade 3. That's an in and out on a scratch. No win, no loss. NQ is just dumping. If you guys are looking at NQ. We kind of go back and forth on whether or not this is helpful for you guys to see all at the same time. So we can do... You guys take a vote. Put it down below if you're watching this later on...
Fib dot.
Let's see if we go to our
on the 2s.
Show all screen. I don't know. Some people have said that this is too small when you've got everything all at once. But this is what I'm literally looking at, right? Overall, I'm looking at all of the markets at the same time like this. Let's try this today. I know some people said they really like the other one, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of force this where you guys see all today. So I'm talking about correlations. Again, educational style here. Let's do it so that, you know, just so you know, I'm looking at everything. This is a scenario where we do have these correlations going on, right? Where I said earlier, we've got some things that are not cohesive. That we've got some of our minis that are moving up, some are moving down. So, you know, to be able to see that on a day like today, because today's a little bit more difficult because it's not a direct, easy read. But again, we don't have to read it. We just need to, oh man, I wish I would have held that trade. Okay, there she goes. Oh, these are the ones that make you nuts right there. Right, there she goes. Right up to where we wanted it to. That would have been all 3 targets. Oh, way to go there, Vinny. Not great. That's all right. We'll get our shot. We'll wait for it. We'll get our opportunities. But yeah, so we're gonna try this in this stream. We're gonna try going full where we can see everything. And you guys, please do complain down in the comments down below if this is too hard to see. But we'll just force that on this stream where you have to see everything. And if you guys want it, you know, where I'm flipping between them, you know, I don't mind. We'll do that. I'll get better at flipping between them anyways. But if we do it like this, it'll also make it kind of easier on me because I'm not having to, you know, think about pressing buttons to flip you guys to see the proper screen at the right time, all that kind of stuff. I can just leave them all out there at the same time. I can just switch over, get into a trade, go into the next trade, etc. Knowing that, you know, you guys can just see all the screens at the same time. So let's just leave it for this stream. But please give me some feedback on whether you guys, if this is doable or not. How is it for you? Are you able to see it? Remember, we are streaming this at 2K resolution, so it should be pretty high resolution. If you're not turning your resolution up, make sure that you put that at its highest at 1440p. This is probably going to help if you're on a 4K screen or a 2K screen. We are beyond 1080p on this, so hopefully that should help for you to see. But again, we'll find out. Let's get some feedback, and we'll do what you guys say. Okay, I have been gabbing. Let's go up here. So, okay, so both of those trades that I kind of bailed out before would have worked out just holding it. That green dot is continuing pushing up to that PRZ. That's okay. These will happen sometimes, right? You know, just the ones that the easy ones are just going to go straight there. Not worth the risk. on those, so that's two trades that really kind
NASDAQ
of would have worked out for us, but that's all right. Okay, gab, Vinny. I'm hoping you guys are learning from this as we're going, but let's also focus on, let's try to beat some Ross. Crank up the competition here. What's our scenario here? So we've got greens in queue, shifted red. Oh, I wanted to trade that so bad. In queue, such a juicy beast. My baby, I can't wait to trade you. We're about $2,000 profits away from being able to comfortably trade in queue alongside in our 5 contracts. Again, these are things you have to think about when you're trading small account. Of the margins that are on each one of these. In queue is the only outlier. This is $1,000 a contract, whereas our other ones are $500 a contract. So when you're starting with that small account, $2,500, you can trade 5 contracts of 3 of the E-minis. But in queue used to be 500 contract, but the volatility picked up, and most of, I don't know of any that are not doing this, but all of the brokers, from Thorman, Phillips, AMP. I'm not sure about Trade-of-8 and the others, but you guys maybe tell me down in the comments below if is there a broker? Let's see if you guys can help me out answer this question. And if nobody answers, I'll try to do the research later. Is there a broker that still has in queue at $500 a contract intraday margins? I don't know that there are. I have not. Okay, man, that RTY is really, really bugging me. Look at that thing. We are pushing up and went right to my white line that I had kind of assumed we would go to. Again, I could have probably timed that. We got king timing. There's the second one. Hold on to that one for a little bit. If NQ hadn't kind of shaken me out of that, there's a winner. Plover. Okay, I'm gonna take a plover right here. That is a nice straight leg here. Let me get my stops back.
Harmonic pattern.
Behind the cross.
On the 2s.
Yeah, plover is a little scalp play here. So I want to try to play bigger here on a plover. When you're doing a scalp, I'm not going to get many ticks out of it, so I want to try to maximize that on my size. If we can push right up into that, that would be fantastic. There's a PRZ target right there. If you don't know what a plover is, go watch the videos on that.
Delta cell building.
Double cross, double move. Okay, so now we're turning into double cross, double move. Is this extended? Let's see. All right, so wow, did that land
Target
perfectly?
filled.
That landed perfectly where our prior white is. So wow, we're gonna come back and talk about that later. I did not have to draw that. Now normally this is what I teach, right? We want to go ahead and draw ourselves a white horizontal where that showed up, right? But I don't have to draw one. It's already there. Okay, so now I've been talking too much, and we need to do a measurement. So let's do our F8. We've got 2 measurements here. We've got to do the small one. We've got to respect the shorty. All right, there's the short target. There. And I need to swap that. So small, big, big, small. Okay, a little C, a little PRZ right in front of it. So I'm going to front run that just by a hair. You guys see the logic behind that? Stop back behind the double crosses. Double cross, double move. One of my favorites.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the 2s.
Oh, we got a green dot. I'm gonna add to position. Okay.
Fib dot.
Oh,
NASDAQ
we're talking now.
On the 5s.
Now we're talking. Finger over the close. If something crazy happens, I don't hear sellers coming in. Love to hear some buyers. We've got MACV shifting green for us. Correlations. ES is still green on the upside. YM is green. Coming up off the bottom here. Okay, so I need to put this out. Oh, meant to do the second measurement. So second measurement, I like to do 2 measurements. So we've got the shorty, here's the long. There we go. So there's the second one. Right there on the gold, right there.
Target harmonic pattern, NASDAQ on the 2s.
All right, target 1 hit right there on the gold. That's good. And you guys can't see the gold, so I'm gonna put it right back behind it. And I'll put a close if it turns. We're gonna let this push. I'm gonna add to position. Get a few more ticks out of it. Get there. Get there.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the 2s.
Oh, and we're turning right on the money. Are you joking me?
Fib dot, NASDAQ
oh, red
on
dot.
the 2s.
Yikes. Okay. See, all right, trying to push that. Great one to talk about here tonight. Let me zoom in on that so we'll be able to see that as we do a review on that one right there. Okay, so we tried to play it up to the gold line. Boom, red. I tried to get a few more ticks out of it, and no, folks, look, I'm telling you, double cross, double move, just too accurate. I mean,
NASDAQ.
do y'all see how accurate that is? And then we get a red dot right there. It would have been real cool if I'd been, if I'd have been super cool. Try to pull a reversal on that. Okay, coming off of that top rope, you can, I've recommended at times if you get one like this, you get some scalping opportunities up in here. Could be good. So let's trade 3, putting us to 265. Not too bad there. Do we have anything up top here? We're still in a small medium. We do have a crossover timing. We're kind of shifting green right here, so I don't want to just swing it that one. Let me look back at, so let's go back to all, to show all again. All right, so let's see, is RTY still going to be the one to stick with, or do we want to look at another instrument? So after I've taken that trade, we're at trade 3, so I'm thinking mentally, okay, I got 2 more trades to go, right? 2 more trades in my wheelhouse to go here. And yeah, so YM, we've got a PRZ target down there. We've got a red dot. MACD is green. So right now, again, I've got 2 more trades, right? I want to make these pretty high quality here. We look like we are about to form something here on RTY. We've got this red dot right in that gold zone there. Clean this up a little bit. Let's get the small one out of the way so we know that the big target was up there. That's our gold line. Feel like taking a short right here. But again, it's going against this area here, so trade 4 is going to have to be, try to wait for a good one here. YM coming into multi PRZ. I'll have my finger over the buy just in case something comes in here, but on the 5s we got this red. It kind of pushed it down. This is going up. So again, we're going to wait. Just wait till something. This is a thing I think that about our system, that people
on the
will just kind of start swinging it, everything. That's the only thing I would say is just hold back, wait till everything is kind of clear, and then execute when everything is clear. Right? The hardest part, I think, is still that patience. That never goes away in trading, right? We've got a timer going, right? We know we've got an hour to trade. Okay, look, if we walk away right now on 265 bucks, that's what you get. Okay, it's $265. That's okay. That's good. But we want to do more, right? So we give ourselves the opportunity. If the opportunities come in, it's like running a business. You can't force customers through your door. Okay, but if the customers show up, service them. Right? If somebody wants to buy the big toys on the aisle, then sell them the big toy. If they're just wanting to buy small stuff, hey, it's okay. We'll sell us the small stuff, right? how you have to approach the trading business, and that's how we approach it. I don't say you have to. I don't like saying that because there's a lot of ways to trade out there. But how we approach it is thinking like a business. We are buying and selling product, and we're playing it like a video game. Get a good video game spot here. Okay, we got another PRZ showing up here. Got double deltas here. We could see a sell here. Gonna wait. We're not on the king timing. The sucker hasn't gone anywhere.
NASDAQ
and who knows? I mean, this thing could take off like crazy. There's a big PRZ up there, so you know, I don't wanna guess. Let's just wait for an entry. I'm gonna tell you guys, don't trade a dot by itself, right? That's just a dot all by itself. Everybody recognize that real quick here? Like, that's just a dot. Now, technically you could say, well, it's a dot, and here's what I would also have. It's the end of a double cross double.
NASDAQ
Ooh,
on the twos.
okay, now I gotta take that. So now, we did get a double dot off of a red dot here. Let's take this for a shot here. Again, we're going against favorable direction, so 10 ticks only. Off of the lowest time frame, right? On the double dot, it'll give me a chance to make a decision. In case this just drops out like crazy, I'm gonna put that down there. Finger over the close. And we know we're going against MACV, right? So I am actively aware that I am going against this. So what do I have to do? If I get a perfect trade set up, I can only think small, right? And I've got to be willing to bail on it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? So finger on close, and ready to press it if I get proven wrong.
Long. Look for a long.
Got a double dot set up here, plus that gold line up top. You guys know I've told you before, like DCDM pretty much goes straight to that, and like, you know, why don't you hold DCM longer? Because you'll see how many times if you play DCDMs out over and over again, how many times they get like just to that extension, and then you see either a reversal or you're going to see an accumulation zone. Which again, if you're going to play an accumulation zone, you still need to be looking for target ones, and you got to wait, right? And the better move is to you really want to try to catch that. The big moves come out of distribution legs, which are going to come after what? King timing. King timing entry. That time and time again. Oh my word, the speed! Go.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the fives.
That is a pink dot. Hopefully that helps us out.
Target filled.
Oh yes, thank you. Okay, so now I've got target one. I got my finger over the close here. I don't think we're going all the way down there. I'm gonna be safe. We're gonna put it maybe right there if we get a move. Finger over the close here.
Fib dot.
Oh,
NASDAQ
blue
on the
dot.
twos.
No. Okay. Blue daddy's stepping in. Okay.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the twos.
Ooh. Okay, blue against double dot. Right, see, and see, that's the better move right there. That was so much easier from speed. So just, again, folks, you don't have to... Okay, so just sometimes you can just wait for this. If I were more of a patient person, I could probably do that. But so we take the double dot down, small trade. Here comes the blue. That's actually a better trade to have waited for.
Fib dot.
But it's just a dot. Still,
Tuesday.
it's just a power dot. I'd like to see something else. I got one there. I do have this coming in right here. But if I'm gonna like take little stabs, I'd rather take a stab like that in the direction of the MACV. Here, coming up on some timing lines. Let's just wait. See what comes here.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
NASDAQ. Okay, so that pink dot pushed down to a green dot would be a nice exit over there on NQ.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on
At
the
this
5.
speed, NQ is very, very juicy. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. NQ will probably, if we're still able to kind of, if we don't botch this up.
Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ
Tomorrow
on the
or
Tuesday.
Friday. NQ might be on the menu for our small account challenge.
Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ on the Tuesday. Fib dot. NASDAQ on the MACV. Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
The YM coming up and out of that. Oh, that was a nice shark back up there. Pushing up. Right into that gold line.
Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ on the Tuesday. Fib dot. NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
So I really want to stay to the green side. Now all E-minis, notice all E-minis are green. So it's kind of not gonna be a great play to go against. If I get a perfect setup short, it's got to be really good, and I'm still just going, even on a really good, I'm going target one. But to the long side, if we get a nice long entry, we've got some pretty good opportunities to the long side. Sell building. Okay, NQ is putting in some aggressiveness. We got algorithms kicking off on NQ. You can see that giant delta coming in there, so we know they're getting their orders filled. And those are stops being run right there. So let's see how that correlates to our currently tradable markets.
Fib dot.
Small account.
NASDAQ
Okay,
on the
green
Tuesday.
dot. I'm gonna go for this one here. This will be. It's not really a double dot here, but this is going to be continuation.
Harmonic
I've gotten
pattern.
in on a power dot
NASDAQ
here.
on the Tuesday.
I'll take a shot at the green dot. Put this right back behind it. A little breather space by a tick or so, and if it cracks, I can always
Harmonic
close.
pattern. NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
No. One runner just in the event of. We are going with MACV, histogram, and current.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the Tuesday.
Trade 4.
Harmonic pattern, NASDAQ, on the 2s.
This is so slow. So this is HMD. We got the PRZ. Oh, we got, now it's turned to a headshot, add to position. I'm going to push one of these out. Those together so I can manage them together. Let's put these together so I can manage those together. All right, headshot, push in. Let's try to maximize this. I'm hearing buyers. Audio box.
Target.
There we go. Target 1, loving it. There's target 2, and we got runners. We got double timing coming up here on the 5s.
Fib dot.
Oh,
NASDAQ,
red dot.
on
Okay,
MACD.
hold on. No, 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 no. Okay. Trade 4. If we break it. Break that red dot. I'll consider jumping back in here. Get a clean break on that. Wait, we got king timing. There's double king timing and double large. Something's about to come, folks. Can you see this on the 5s? Can you see this? This is going to be juicy. Where's my drawing tool? Can I draw on this? Let's do this. You see this? Let's go, baby.
Fib dot. NASDAQ, on the 5s.
We've had, so previous delta, see that line right there? So it'd be great. Come right into here. Now I know this should be, look, the long play would be up here, but look, we're coming to this. This might be a giant bat forming on the higher time frame here. Okay, if we get a target up into that, fantastic. Okay, but we also may see a shift. Let's see what happens. Happens a lot when we come into
Harmonic
these
pattern,
zones.
NASDAQ, on the 2s.
Get a green dot, I'll go long. Get a headshot, be fantastic. Give me something to enter in on here. Now, I also have to remember, okay, I'm hearing the buyers.
Fib dot. NASDAQ,
Why
on
is
the 2s.
RTY not moving? Come on, buddy. So is RTY a lagger or what's going on here? NQ putting in red HMD over there. So are we running into a bracket ball play here? We went fast up into this area. All the waiting games. So remember, keeping in mind, we're on our 5th trade here, so we want to make this, we want something good, we want something juicy. Okay, we are turning right here at that double large. Large double king here, double large there. AM's got
Fib dot.
PRZ target up
NASDAQ,
above.
on the 2s.
Red dot coming in on YM. Not quite an HMD up there. Making a note. NQ's got a red dot.
Harmonic pattern. Fib dot.
YM's got a red dot. Okay, we're picking up some speed here. Something's about to come. Here they come. You can hear it. Here comes ALGOBOX. I'm hearing sellers. Is that the sell before the buy? Find a setup. Waiting for a setup. Final trade. Fifth trade. Alexa, how much time is on my timer?
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the MACD.
Okay, plenty of time. Plenty of time for a great trade. Plenty of time. You're turning on that double large. And sellers again. YM putting in that red
harmonic pattern. NASDAQ.
Yes, exactly. Same thing I was about to say there.
Fib dot.
Okay, and we're getting a red dot here. Give me something more than that. Technically a double dot here. You're in sellers. All right, I'll go with it. I'll go with it. Fifth trade here. Gonna try to push it. Let's see. Now, don't want to get too greedy here. There's target one. Let's push out.
Short.
And
harmonic pattern.
Let's see.
NASDAQ on the 2s.
Got some space there. Back behind. I really, gonna have to give this a little more space. Double dot, red dot. Here in sellers coming in. We got YM
Fib dot.
pushing
NASDAQ
down. We got
on the
green
2s.
pushing. I'm sorry, green. There was a green dot on NQ come in.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the 2s.
Making note of what we have with us, what we have against us.
Fib dot. NASDAQ on the 2s. Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ on the 5s.
Okay, yikes. Triple dotted.
Target
I'm
filled.
gonna get a little bit smaller here. This could turn. I don't want to see is a break of that and go higher. If that's a break, I will close the position, potentially reverse and go long if we break above this dot. Hearing sellers. Come on.
Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ on the
Delta buy building.
Wish I would have taken that YM. I think that YM was a better play up there. That one went straight to that PRZ target. Those are the easy ones right there. That's the easy stuff. His speed is torturous. Okay, there we go. Come on. Touch me.
harmonic pattern.
NQ.
Short. Fib dot.
Okay, NQ's
NASDAQ
dropping.
on
Come
the
on,
tide.
RTY. Go with it. Go with it. Go with it. Go with it. We push it out. Push it out. Push it out. Push it out. Okay. Just waiting on. I need anything. We're in runner territory. Well, let's push it out even farther. Is she gonna go? She gonna go? She gonna go? Let's go. Got my finger over the close. What's it gonna be, RTY? We drop in. NQ's dropping. Look at that NQ drop. Holy cow. Okay, YM's going. Let's go.
Fib dot.
Delta buy building.
Stops in here. Again, we're not, so basically risk is off at this point, right? I basically just want to, I'll put it here. It doesn't really matter where I put this now because right now my exit is the close. Okay, I'll be pressing close. I'm not letting it even get to that stop up there, right? I'll close out if, I don't know, we'd have to, I need an exit. Just give me some kind of green signal and we'll bail. Here in sells, we're right into king timing. We've got additional space to get to king timing
harmonic
here.
pattern, NASDAQ on the 2s.
Back B red on NQ. RTY is now going red. YM is now going red. A good time of day for this type of shift. Ooh, okay. We've got a cross here. Got my finger over the close. If this is the end of that trade.
On the 2s. Fib dot, NASDAQ on the 5s.
All right, let's close it. All right, not gonna push it. Oh yes, okay. Trade 5. Okay, Alexa, how much time is on my timer?
You have 9 minutes and 10 seconds left on your 48-minute timer.
9 minutes. Well, that's plenty of time for a bonus trade. So let's think about bonus trades here. What am I willing to risk? So we're at 960. So I'm thinking 400 initially. So we'll think about a $400 risk-ish. I don't really want to risk much more than that. And we'll go for a bonus. Let's see what comes up here.
NASDAQ on the wave.
That was a good exit. I'm feeling pretty good. I am feeling real good about that exit right about now. I'm hearing buyers. MACV, hopefully MACV shifts with me. If we're gonna get long, I need that MACV to start to shift. NQ it's broken the back of that shark. We'll see, I'm just gonna watch what happens with that.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the 2s.
What you gonna do here for me, RTY? Anything?
Harmonic pattern, NASDAQ on the 2s.
So we're right back. I mean, you guys see how this white line was important? Right, this is why I do this, folks. Like, draw those white lines on things that you might think were important, whether it's double dots. For sure, if we get double crosses, right? Always, if we get a double cross, draw it. But even that, like that right there, just looked like something I needed to make sure I noted that happened right there. And look, it happened to correlate with that right there. Now, look, see the pattern across that zone? That's why we do these things. Okay. If you guys got questions on that, let me know. But again, just kind of do the things I tell you guys to do, like draw that white horizontal, just press F6, click, okay? And then, if something happens there, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. But oftentimes, you can kind of get a better feel for it. That was probably my best trade of the day, maybe, right there. Yeah, double crossover move with the green dot that showed up, happened to be, just happened. Oh, it's completely coincidental, Vinny. Your tools aren't good. Okay. Oh, double cross, double move. All right, you know what? There's nothing really better than a double cross. I'm willing to risk that on a final trade. Bonus trade here. Push them out. Give me my measurements. Let's do F8. I don't want to clear this one. Can I get this one out of the way, please? Oh, yikes. Hold on. Give me F8. F8. Okay. Yikes. Alright, well, I don't want to risk too much here. Stops right back behind it. We are red. Break that dot. Break it.
Harmonic pattern, NASDAQ on the 2s.
We need to get these out. That's low of day right there. Look, I'm just going to put these out here. We're going to do this the right way. That's where they're supposed to be. We can always close some on the way that it goes, but if it doesn't go, I got my finger of the close here. Stop back, right back behind those double crosses. And it's gonna be a small stop. Final trade, bonus trade now. Trade 6. Gonna be there, bruh. MACD is red for me. MACD on NQ is red. AM's red. Again, these are your final trade of the day, folks. Just if you're not gonna do any others. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm hearing sellers. Oh, it can still pop up here. I gotta be that. I'm gonna pull my stop all the way in here, just in case. Oh. Finger over the close here.
J hook short, NASDAQ on the 2s.
For any buyers. Don't see any delta. There's a seller. There we go. Come on, sellers. I'm hearing you. Let's go. I heard you. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Is this going to be a cluster turn? Let me take some off here. Again, it's final trade here. I don't want to give up my day here on that. Again, I'm going to risk 400-ish, hopefully less than that. I got a finger of the close here. This could turn into a cluster.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the 5s.
Okay, first sign of buyers. Come on, NQ's dropping. Go be like your friend. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. We might be in accumulation right here. King timing's way out there. So we could either drop all the way through NASDAQ that king timing, or we could wiggle here. So noted. Going with the MACD, trying to get that double cross, double move. Let's see what happens here. You guys see that better? All right, so now we're zoomed in. Final trade here. Making me nervous.
Fib dot, NASDAQ on the 5s.
So if that hadn't been there, man, this would be such a great trade. Ugh. Happens. I think one of the hardest parts about DCDM is like everybody wants to
NASDAQ
take
on the 2s.
Everybody wants to take, you know, money off the table, right? You got like, oh well, I got the target one. That's, like these play out over time.
NASDAQ on the MACV.
And if you're cutting them short, you know, because there are, you know, these stop out, right? They come up, they'll stop out. You know, you get a couple of those bumps right now, but again, one of those you want to maximize these setups when they come. Little day down there, Should be a magnet. Hearing a couple buyers step in though. Could turn into more. This is my final trade here. 6 trade. If it's good, great. If it's not, worst case scenario, I'm gonna stop up here. And we'll
Fifth
see where
dot.
we're at
Nasdaq on the twos.
There's the 60-minute mark. Alexa, stop. Okay, well, we're at the close here. Let's got 2 minutes ish till the half hour. Let's see. I hear sellers. Come on. I want to add here because I'm pretty like this feels like, you know, we could just be accumulating here. It would be great. Maybe
Nasdaq on the twos.
Popped up here. Now, if I weren't on my 6th trade, if this popped up to this zone, I might take another swing at it. If we pop up to that little PRZ right there, hoping it doesn't.
Fib dot. Nasdaq on the way.
Okay, green dot. Again, one of those hard parts of playing out your double cross double moves is trying to hold them out. Gotta ignore the stuff that's going against your MACV. If the MACV is with you, now if the MACV is against me, okay, no, dude, I'm pulling out here like immediately. But MACV is telling me we got the extension. This looks like we could get that move to the low here. Now, I'll say if I still had more contracts on, I would be taking one off here, but I already took one off earlier. And I'm in basically a small position. Headshot. Okay, now you're making me nervous here, bruh. All right, I'm gonna take
Target
it off.
filled.
So, taking one off here. Finger over the close. One runner on. I'm gonna put it back behind this cross here.
Short. Delta buy
I'm
building.
hearing sellers. See, oh, just saw this white cross coming down the 5s too. All right. Let's see, that would be great if that thing just keeps going. Here we go, let's measure. Let's do a short
Nasdaq
one because it's a
on the
single. 27.8. Okay. Just touched low of day here. Now, a lot of people are tempted to be like, oh, it's low of day, it's going to bounce. No, folks. Actually, when you hit low of day like that, oftentimes that can trigger, especially end of day like this. We're coming in. Here's the half hour, like 30 seconds. I don't know how many seconds away. We are, there it is. So we are at the half hour. Let's see, we're at the low. Come on, bust some stops. Let me see you bust some stops. There's basically 0 delta right here. But if it breaks that low of day, I'm gonna try to push it.
Fib dot.
There's
Nasdaq
sellers.
on the twos.
There's NQ, the beautiful red dot. Oh, I'd love to go over there and smash that red button right now. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Come on, break that. There we go. Red headshot. Yes, please. Let's go. Red headshot. I'll take that. Okay, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Target one, final one down there. I'm good with it for my 6th trade. I'm good. Oh, don't turn on me.
Delta
Don't
Vi
you turn
building.
on me. Don't you do it. All right, let's get all the stops back here
Harmonic
behind
pattern.
our crosses.
NASDAQ on the 5s.
Get him in the right spot here. Double cross headshot protection, maybe. Pushing it. Come on, you broke the low. Come on, you just busted all those stops. Come on. Turn right there. Come on, you're breaking the low here. Being greedy. Alright, king timing. How about this? If we touch that king timing line, we'll close it. I'm just looking for something to give me an exit. Otherwise, again, we want to... This is a great
NASDAQ
opportunity to
on the
capitalize on. Come on, come on, push it! A few more bars to king timing. Go. There we go, king timing. One more bar, come on! Touch it. Touch it.
Target filled.
Yes.
Harmonic pattern. NASDAQ
Touch
on the
it,
5s.
go.
Delta
Touch
Vi
it.
building.
Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it.
Long. Look for a long.
I don't want to look
Harmonic
for a
pattern.
long.
NASDAQ on the wave.
Okay, I'm closing it. All right. That's it. That is it. That is it. Time out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. All right. I don't have the patience for that. Oh, my word. Are you joking me? Okay. Let's see if it gets to that gold line. Oh, I'm going to kick myself for this. Not holding out to the gold line. At least one contract. All right, folks. Do as I say, don't as I do. Oh, my word. It got there. It got there. Folks, if people keep saying, Vinny, your tools don't work. Look, folks, I don't know what to tell you. That is to the penny. To the penny. Man, what? I could have had so much bragging rights to just hold it. I gotta keep remembering we're doing this for educational purposes here.
Fib dogs.
Just
NASDAQ on the 5s.
let it go all the way. Oh, man, I'm kicking myself. See if I can have, what do you think, Trump? Was that good?
Building.
I love it.
Ah, thanks, bro.
I love it. So shiny. Look at this guy.
Oh my word, I love these buttons. Okay, so there it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and my son has run off with my bonus one, so we'll grab one from over here. So we'll pick up the bonus coin with the Second Amendment coin right there from Tejas. All the way from Tejas. 6 trades in. Holy shnikes. That is a beauty. And let's see, can we do, is that screen 5? So let's bring in our stats here. And what's today? 14th. And let's look at those churning stats there at the beginning. Go to our summary page. And bring it on over here. Okay, so we are, oh, I thought it was going to be lower than that in a percentage. 71%, awesome. Profit factor, that's the big dog right there. 3.79 profit factor, winners greater than losers. Again, folks, we just, stick to the trading work and close it out quickly. Put your stops where they're supposed to be. Let the trades play out. I know I preach this a lot, but this is how the system works. This is how we execute well. Play the video game. Yes, look, it's not going to be completely stress-free. This is not a end-all, be-all solution to just 100% wins. This is not any of that. But, our stats are pretty good. Our members, I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are doing a great job. Yes, it takes a little bit of time to learn. Yes, 120 days sounds like forever. In the scope of things, folks, ask any other trader out there who eventually becomes successful. The amount of time that it takes to get there in 120 days, I think is not terribly long, and I think that's an accurate number. I don't think any more. Oh, look at that turn. Look at that.
Delta cell building.
Okay, I am making a note on these again. I'm going to go and try in my own market replay, start practicing taking reversals off those. I've done it a few times in the past, like kind of being ballsy about it and being like, all right, I'm gonna take the reversal on those. If you guys have ever seen my old strategy, D127 strategy, where we get this measurement and I'm taking a 127 reversal, 127%, that's what we're talking about in the fib level, after one of these. So it would basically be like down here, and we would enter in, whoops. So D127 shows up there, orange dot for my entry, and I would pop up and
NASDAQ
target
on the twos.
I wouldn't call it a scalp. It depends on how, what the distance is, right? Less than 10 is a scalp to me. Target 1 for 10 ticks. So hopefully you're getting 10 ticks out of it. But this is that 127. So you're talking about the D127. So we look for that move off the gold and target the gold line. So that's one of my older strategies back in the day when I was having to use my own, like having to measure out my own fibs. Again, our system is all doing that internally now for me. So again, that's what the whole point of ALGOBOX is to do, is to literally automate the process of what I do executing the trade system, right? So, but this, how many times off a double cross, double move, again, back then, I didn't have this type of information yet, didn't have the order flow master process included, but I mean, look at how many of these, all like to the penny almost, return
on the MACV
after that gold line. So I might be taking some reversals off of that gold line. I mean, we might keep it a real simple name, gold line reversal, but we need to stipulate that it's coming after a double cross, double move. So like, look at this one from today. So we go double cross, double, look at that, little reversal to a blue dot. Sure, enter in there, exit on the blue. Seems pretty good. I don't know. I'll have to look back. Maybe you guys can help me out with some stats on this. If anybody wants to volunteer to, let's look back and draw some screenshots of these. If you guys will, again, don't just haphazardly throw a screenshot in the room. Get it, take the screenshot, label it, and let's see how many of these do and don't. Now, I'm not just trying to, like, what you don't want to do is create yourself a bias and go, okay, I'm just going to show all the ones that worked. Let's see the ones that didn't work. Let's see the ones that did work on, good double cross, double moves. And if you're a double cross, double move player, start to study the ones that are, the ones that kind of are these perfect, easy breezy ones, like this one right there. I mean, that's just classic textbook NASDAQ double cross, double move on that one. This one would have been double cross, double move had that green classic. If that double cross, double move hadn't turned into, we got this green dot right here that kind of shakes it up a bit on that one right there. And we got this long extension into it. We had the MACV with us. We had the correlated markets, NQ, YM, ES, all turning to the red side, so helped us out with that one. And then, of course, red headshot, helping to push all the way to the end. So, what do you guys think on that? Put your comments down below on this video. I'm going to be doing a recap here tonight where I'll kind of go in depth, kind of walk through, I'll critique my own trades. I think there was some stuff in there that didn't quite do right. I remember this where we drew this up here. Man, I expected the price to kind of get in there a little bit, but yeah, that was actually the full dropping point. I see how important that white line was. Another note I'm going to put in even for myself is look at this. Look at how the important pieces line up right on these zones, folks. That's not coincidental. Okay, that's what the algorithms are doing. I'm not talking about ours. Again, what we're doing, this is an algorithmic detection system. We are just trying to get ourselves on that side with them. We're trying to trade against the retail traders. We've got the Delta that's helping out with that. We've got the Flow Master that's helping out with that. If you're trading and watching any of the mats, Doormat Matt, Trades by Matt, the DTP crazy, apparently he's like, he thinks he's Mr. Miyagi now. He's wearing a Mr. Miyagi hat. I think that's funny. Listen to what they're doing, and when we get a setup on the other side, trade it. That they're a great indicator, folks. Add it to our system. Retail run strategy, the drill. Two gurus, or just one really, because those guys, they are, they're representative of the whole in the retail space. So whatever they're saying, blah blah blah, when they're certain about something, then that means that is what the retailers have decided. With a surety when they open their mouth on what they're believing something is going to do and making a prediction for the next, I wouldn't do something like a little scalp or something like this, but somebody's making a prediction out like anticipating what a move is going to be at a moment that is going to give, say, 10-15 minutes into the future, folks, wait for that setup, see it come up on your chart. As long as it's the opposite of what they've said, double down on that position and see what happens. All right, look at that red dot playing out there as well, right on time and coming into the end of the day there. Great trades. Hopefully you guys got something from that. I'm gonna go do some market recaps here later tonight. I don't know how to keep up with Ross, man. We're gonna find out how Ross is doing. He's driving buses, which is pretty awesome. I can't do that, so he's on the win on that.
Pattern. NASDAQ on the
I'm from Texas, so we drive big, jacked up Ford F-150 4x4s.
NASDAQ on
With a sunroof, because you know, you gotta go with the top down, you know what I mean? Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Love it. All right, folks, thanks for hanging out. I will catch you guys tonight. And don't forget, we're exposing some more scammers. It's Wednesday, so Wrecking Ball Wednesday. That will probably be the main topic here for tonight. I'll do a quick recap, though. But again, this video, I don't think it was too long. Oh, man, it was over an hour. So, yeah, nobody wants to see it. So I will do a recap. But listen, these scammers, man, they're going too far. They're stealing people's stories now. They're covering up their P&Ls. Day Trader Paradise has, I don't know if they've blocked me on Instagram or if they literally took down their Instagram, but they are deleting all of their past information. They're literally talking about cleaning up so that when Emmett Moore comes to see them, that all this stuff isn't there. Like, folks, this is what they do. Like, I'm trying to show you guys like the growth of a scammer. Yes, this group particularly, we're trying to, you know, hit them before they get out the gate, like, so that they're not, like, so that people aren't going to get hurt by these frauds, fake gurus, where they're, by my definition, okay, if you're going to say that you're 100% transparent and then you're going and deleting everything, folks, you're not 100%. Like, even if you want to say, like, we're 90% transparent, we're 99% transparent. Okay, I'm okay with that. When you're out there claiming 100% transparent, you know, you're attacking, you know, people who are on their deathbed. I don't want to make Brian, look, Brian Watt's a strong dude. I don't want to say that he's some weak dude, but, you know, the fact that, you know, they want to go and attack those guys. He won't attack me. In fact, he's afraid to say my name, okay? If he wants to attack me and say my name, then let's go. Like, talk about it, say my name out loud, let's go to town. But he won't, because he knows then you'll come and look at me. You know, it doesn't matter how much garbage they say or do or whatever, you can't argue with results at the end of the day. And it's not just my results. So again, he's been like, well, look at my results. Dude, your results are terrible. You literally blew out your account in less than 7 months on a martingale, just like I said you would. And again, it's not a pure martingale. I get it. It's not double up. No, but we're talking add. You call it digging out. Look, folks, if you hear somebody saying those words, I'm digging my way out. Look, oh, your trading system is bad, bro.
On the MACD.
You're betting. You're gambling. You're hoping that the trade goes back your direction. I just don't think that's good. It's not good, especially for people who are trying to grow their accounts, and you shouldn't be educating. If you want to trade that way, that's fine, but you have no business in the education space trying to tell people they can do that with small accounts. Even if you're like, well, I started with a small account, blah, blah, blah. You're right. Started with $6,700. That's still, I think it's bigger for most folks who are starting with this stuff, just being honest. But quite frankly, look, I think you should start with 8,000 personally. But when you're going to go out there and go, oh, you can do this, and, you know, just look, you're not going to blow out for 7 months. If you're still going to blow out, bro, it's not good. Just saying. If you get lucky for a while on a martingale, here's some like random advice. If you are going to get lucky with one of these, you know, turd groups for a bit, and you make some money, before you blow out, what I would suggest you do is, if you make some funds, you make enough to where you can get to that $8,000 level, and you want to use ALGOBOX, a real trading tool that gives you specific pinpoint entries and exits. And I don't mean just exits for targets. I'm talking about the stops and everything that are specific. I think that's wiser, and that you should shift and get out of that mindset. And again, you can use our stuff for free. Come talk to me, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and the rest of the gang. Listen out, that big H-Town. See ya.